Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. So a week ago we looked at tavern duty officers versus premium duty officers. But there's also super premium or newer premium duty officers. So I want to compare the original premiums versus the new premiums and see how we're doing. So as always, remember, so anything here, so like attack 30, that's what he has at 5 stars full specs. 35-6, that means he gets plus 5%, becomes 35 at 6 stars. 65 means the attack went up to 30 more at 8 stars and 20 more to 85 at 10 stars. So in brackets is the total number that it's at. Some we're going to skip because there's no upgrade, like Archers, Trap Factory, Workshop. There's no upgrade. We're still on original premium. I kind of believe it's because Evony made those ones so good, the game's just not ready yet to add another layer of super buffs because they have to actually really increase them like this guy. So if you look at this, wow, big increase. Also, part 3, I'm going to do telling you where I'm moving, what I took from all of this and how I'm going to increase because I did make some changes after looking at all of this. Some easy changes that most people can make. So Zhang Zia really doesn't add too much if you look at him. Like he has pretty decent ground. These are two-way stuff. This is 5 stars for him. 25 attack, 30 defense, 15 HP. And then if you get him to 10 star, he gets over 40. But then his other stats are just in-city increase HP and defense, and then a couple debuffs. Not really that much, but these super premiums, wow. So this guy gets 30 attack at 5 stars, 35 at 6, 65 at 8, 85 at 10, just killing Zhang Zia. No one's going to get him to 10 though. Like nobody. I don't even think Small PP would if he was still playing. HP, but you could realistically say 6 stars. So he would end up at 35, 25, 40, which is higher than 25, 25, 30, 15. But 9 stars, I could see a lot of people pushing this guy to 9 stars. Well, wait. Super whales pushing him to 9 stars. Not regular players. Not even mini whales. Like real Barb Life. Could not get this guy to 9 stars. That would be, I think it's 11 copies. Is that right? It's a lot. But the super premium, look at him. He debuffs HP and siege 10%, 30 if you get him to 10, which you won't. Enemy range attack 10 at 9, which you probably won't get. But at 6 stars, you get mounted attack, defense, HP 2 ways. And you get at 7 stars, which is where it would be really nice to get him, in city attack, defense, HP 25s at 7 stars. So this guy is so much better than Zhang Zia. So much better than Abdul Rahman, who's the regular Barracks guy. But is he easily obtainable? He's fairly new, so he's not really easy to get 2 pieces of him. And here we are with John Adams for the Stables, our first American edition in a long time. I guess maybe Evony felt they erased enough Americans that they have to add some new ones back. So Stilchko was actually a pretty good premium officer. And the guy on top of him is just way, way better. Because if you look at Stilchko, you really have to get him up to 9, 10 stars to make him really valuable. Because it's 5 stars, 35, 10, 10, and that stays all the way till 10 stars. But John Adams, if you could get him just to 6 stars, you get the 30, 15, 15 attack, defense, HP. But then you can add the in-rally mount, 40, 40, 40. So really, you get to just crush this, but you gotta get him to 6 stars. That would be the key to getting him. But he has some crazy debuffs with him as well. So at 7 stars, enemy ground and mount defense HP 50%. 8 stars, enemy range and siege defense 80%. And then at 9 stars, he gets an in-city 35 buff, but nobody's really probably gonna get the 9 and 10th copies of him. So, big upgrade though, even if you just get him to 6 stars. And here we are in the Archer Tower. This is the most confusing one, honestly. If you have Maurice Nassau, you got him to like 8 stars, just stay there. But this other guy's, wow, it's so amazing. I wish you could use both. I wish they were on two different items, but, you can't, so you gotta pick. And Maurice Nassau is amazing. We don't have to look over all his stuff again, but Thermostical in city at 5 stars is in city attack 25%. If you get him to 8 stars, 65%. Where Maurice is 50 and he doesn't get to 80% until you get him to 10 stars. And you're probably not going to get him to 10 stars. But when I show you all the different stuff Thermosticals has, like he reduces enemy attack 15% at 5 stars, reduce enemy siege range attack 15% at 6 stars, 25 if you get him to 9, defense, all troop debuff at 15% at 6 stars, 25% if you get him to 9, but you won't. All troop HP 15% at 6, 25% at 9, you won't get him to 9 though. In city, range attack 30, siege 40, archer tower 100%, that's at 5 stars. And then 7%, who cares about the archer tower? Range siege defense, 20% at 7, HP at 7, range attack, rally capacity at 10 stars goes up even higher. Realistically, you're looking at getting him to 6 or 7 stars. I would think that Maurice of Nassau is so good at 7, 8 stars that I wouldn't bother changing him just because Thermostical is so good, but you could just put those assets to somewhere else where you're not upgrading a really good guy. You're upgrading some, like you might have a tavern duty officer and just skip right ahead. And this is probably the most hotly debated one. So you have Toyo versus Niwa, only it's Zhuge Liang because he's the premium, but almost nobody upgraded from Toyo to Zhuge Liang. But then Niwa came out, who has a ridiculous march size. So you have a big debate, and it's like, do I want all the in-city defense stuff with Toyo, or do I want the extra march size? So basically with Niwa, the thing is, he's going to end up 9% higher than Zhuge Liang on march size, and 10% higher than Toyo at 5 stars versus Toyo's 10 stars. But if you could get this guy to 8 stars, then you're up 17% or 16% on this guy, and then it's a no-brainer. You got to do it. But do you want him at 5 stars versus 10 stars? That's a tough one. But you can look at all the stuff he does as you upgrade him. So at just 5 stars, you still get 6% everything. Toyo has 5% everything and only on the attack, I believe. Attacking, mount, and ground, 21% at 5 star. 36% at 10, which you won't get to. And just a whole list of stuff. But you could basically just look at the 6 and 7 star stuff. So attacking, siege, and range, 10% at 6 stars. Defense HP at 6% for range and siege. In city, attack, defense, HP at 8% when you get them to 7. And then ground, mount, defense, HP, 2-way at 8 stars. You could ignore the 9s and 10s, rally cap, etc. Because realistically, Niwa is all about getting him to 8 stars. So you could get that extra 7% march size on him. And that's where the real advantage is. And here is one of the biggest travesties of the game. I feel for you, all my Indian brothers and sisters. We have Ashoka, who is the only Indian officer in the game, and then they go and replace with a better option of Hira. Oh, and Ashoka is really, really good. And I spelled it wrong at the top. It says Ashoka there, but it is Ashoka. Anyways, Ashoka is very range heavy, archer heavy. So I could see a lot of people not wanting the change. But realistically, most people have Ashoka at like 8 stars, the ones who've invested. Some went even higher. So Hira will give you 15% attack and defense, all troops. This is one of the ones that I'm most interested in comparing. I do have one copy of Hira, but I did invest not just heavy in Ashoka, like financially. It was expensive. It cost, I don't remember exactly, but I'm guessing it was like 1,500 pushing maybe more to get to about 8 stars on Ashoka. So embarrassed about that a bit. But what do you get with Hira? Enemy range and siege attack debuff. Not that important because a lot of people are maxing it out, but we're going to stop maxing it out soon. So it will be important. 10 stars, you're not going to get it. Attacking mount and ground. Attack HP, 15% at 5 star. Range and siege HP, 10% and defense at 6 stars. Not going to do the 9, so don't care. 7s, In city, defense and HP 25. Okay, that's good. And then we got ground and mount, 8 stars, not going to get there. In city, range and siege attack, 30%. So all in all, looking at this, comparing over to Ashoka, and basically have to say that Hira is probably the better defensive option. But Ashoka is the one that you're going to want for offense, for attacking with archers. If you could do like some sort of two-way system, I could see that. But overall, not that big of an upgrade. I would think that the Indian brothers and sisters out there could be like, yeah, we told you so, Evony. Don't mess with Ashoka. And I think most people would say the same and just keep them. And this is our last one. So Blanche versus Pericles. There is another one, Military Academy, Justinian versus the new guy, but I'm not going to bother to compare them because Justinian is so new. I don't see anyone changing, and it's just whichever one you got is the one that you'll keep. So let's look at this one. So if you remember my first video, Skanderberg was actually a better option than Pericles. Pericles is super difficult to get, and let's compare them. So at 5 stars, Pericles helps troop HP 10% and in-city defense 10%. That's all he does at 5 stars. So like nothing else. And then at 6 stars, he starts to help a bit with some in-city range and siege stuff. Blanche at 5 stars, HP 8% versus 10% two-way. Both are the same. And then you got to go up to 10 stars for anything else. 6 stars, Blanche gets HP up to 18% and attack comes in at 5%. In-city attack at 5 stars is 8%. That's something that Pericles doesn't have. The defense is 8% at 5 stars. There's really nothing here for Blanche. Like, Blanche basically sucks. And so does Pericles. So I'm going to have to say that this is one that Evony has made really easy for us. Just stick with Skanderberg on that one. There doesn't seem to be any reason to upgrade at all. And that is it. So there you have it. That is it. All the differences. I'm going to have that in my Discord. Hopefully I could get someone who's really good at spreadsheets like Real Barb Life to put it together for us, nice and beautiful and colorful, and have them all compared. But failing to do that, you could look at it like a 75-year-old like I do in a Google Doc. But I will do part 3 and basically summarize it and tell you exactly who I upgraded, who I stuck with, who I just can't afford to upgrade, but I'd like to upgrade. And we can have a chat about it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.